Okay, I'm recording. And you're getting us eye protection.
Ready, set, go!
Nice.
Who wants to do one?
Okay, those smashing sounds are happening here in Durham, North Carolina. And we're going to get to that. And we'll explain how they're a good thing and how you could also smash things at a local event the day after Thanksgiving. But first, I'm going to tell you what you're listening to. This is Out of the House, a potential new events podcast with the INDY. And my name's Saleem Reshamwala, occasionally Kid Ethnic online. I'm a filmmaker and media maker here in Durham. And every weekend there are a lot of things to do here. But I feel like I talk to a lot of people who in 2024 are still getting used to getting out of the house and still figuring out what their going out in Durham life is actually going to look like. And it's hard to get a sense of things from just seeing an events list on social media. So here's the concept. In every episode, I'm going to interview one Durhamite. We're going to learn a little bit about them and have them take a look at a list of what's going on in the upcoming weekend and hear their picks and what going out in Durham is going to look like for them, which might give us all some ideas and inspiration to check something out. So whether you're someone who is from here or someone who's visiting or someone who moved here recently, hopefully you'll get to meet someone new and get their perspective on what's going on in our city. Each episode is kind of like a mini guide, one person's path through an upcoming weekend. This is just a pilot and we're dropping it to get some feedback, and it's going to be quick. The goal for this podcast is to make it something that folks listen to on their walk, when they're folding their laundry, when they're driving into work.
That's my favorite podcast time is laundry time.
And I'm here with our first guest, an occasional collaborator, Heather Ann at the Scrap Exchange, which she runs. It's a massive creative reuse center in Durham, North Carolina.
I am a local trash panda, and
I love it.
I am currently at the helm of the Scrap Exchange, the HQ for all trash pandas.
Tell me what a trash panda is in this context.
Trash panda is someone that sees potential in all things and possibility in all materials.
Great. Walk me through how the scrap makes that happen. Where are we? What's the scrap?
We are at, in my understanding, the Southeast's largest creative reuse center, the Scrap Exchange. It's an organization that's been around since 91, so 33 years. The building is an old movie theater, so this was Theater 1, and then the next room is Theater 2. So we accept our donations and materials from a variety of different places, including places that would otherwise throw them away. We organize them and sort them in a way that folks can come in and pick out what will be great for their next project.
I love how calm and relaxed and beautiful that picture you just painted is, but I want to successfully convey the actual vibe in here while it is doing all those beautiful things. It is a sort of organized chaos.
Yeah, there's a rhythm to it.
Let me be really specific because there's thousands of CVS plastic bottles.
A couple hundred yogurt containers.
There's a gajillion CD cases.
A couple thousand branded tote bags.
There's what looks like 1,000 feet of random pieces of film.
Yeah, we have endless seas of stuff. I think the other thing to think about when we think about scrap is not just the actual artifacts, but the people that are in here doing stuff too. So there's also classes and there's mutual aid projects and there's collections going on. So really is like a community hub space. Yeah, it's a glorious chaos.
Okay, so chaos is a great word to lead us into Friday, day after Thanksgiving, the weekend we are talking about, and an event called SmashFest. You're going to tell us about that and then walk us through all the other things you might do on this perfect weekend in Durham. Things are actually going to get smashed. What's happening?
It's the Friday after Thanksgiving. You're full. You're tired.
Set that scene.
Yeah. I don't imagine anybody needs to do anything before the hour of noon on Friday. That's my
Fair.
hope for all of us is that we get to have long, leisurely, slow morning on Friday the 29th. We start at 3 o'clock. And SmashFest really, the vibe at SmashFest feels a lot like a circus. And it's a circus for environmental advocacy and a ritual for releasing collective rage.
I feel compelled to say that's not just like a name. There's going to be lots and lots of things smashed. That's the lead. You can't bury that. What's the scale of the thing we're talking about?
Yeah, so I mean, the first one obviously was like 10 people or less. And I think last year we clocked over 1,500 people over the course of the day.
I love it. Okay, things are about to get smashed. Can I smash something?
Yes, please. I really whip it.
Here we go.
Believe in you. How'd it feel?
I feel bad. I hope I didn't do something bad, but I smashed something. It's smashed.
There's more. Who wants to throw more?
No, it feels good. Just to be clear, the things we're smashing, these are things that would otherwise just be thrown away by people. And on the day of, we're not going to be out here at a dark parking lot. What's the vibe going to be?
No, full circus. Glass smashing circus.
With lighting and safety goggles.
Lighting and safety goggles.
Give us a complete, like, so if I'm standing in the middle and I'm looking around, I'm not just going to see, like, one aggro person smashing something. Like, what's the scene?
There's a hot air balloon situation, a giant hammer contraption that smashes things. There's a cardboard city that kids get to build and like Godzilla walk around and smash. There's...
This sounds like you're telling me about a weird dream you have. I love it.
No, it's real. It's real. You can come and live it. Daniel has made a smash booth that allows you to put a bowling ball on a ramp that then goes in and smashes whatever you've set in the booth. So if you really want to watch the like full effect of something get smashed, you can watch that.
Yeah, I remember there being some Rube Goldberg vibes.
Yes, yeah, very Rube Goldberg vibe. And yeah, it's just fun. We get to invite people in that are designers or tinkers or whatever that just want to make something that will smash stuff. There's the can smasher. That one's really fun too, the Mongo can smasher. There's multiple opportunities for you to find the way that you would like to break or smash things, including shipping containers that you can take things in your hand and hurl them at and get that glorious biofeedback of the sound effect of things breaking. We fill glass Christmas balls with paint so you can whip those at things and they explode when you break things.
It's on Black Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday. So the tradition of shopping and overspending and overconsumption on that day felt like a good juxtaposition to what we're doing here.
What happens to all that smashed stuff? Should I feel bad about it?
No, don't feel bad about it. So we actually save it, and we have a corral spot on the back of the building where we're going to be gathering parts of previous years and this year's, and then we're working right now on designing some bike-powered tumblers, and then our hope is to, over time, be tumbling that glass and be able to resell it to people to use for whatever arts and crafts they want to make out of it.
Oh, that's cool. Is it kid-friendly, and what's next?
Yeah, absolutely kid-friendly, if you're cool with your kids being around a bunch of things being thrown and broken. So I think it's a dealer's choice. If that feels fun to you and your family, then you should absolutely come. And if it feels scary, then maybe it's not for you.
Got it. Rest of the weekend. Let's go.
Yeah, rest of the weekend. Okay, so Friday night after SmashFest, there are concerts on the dock. We've got a great lineup. And then later that night, our friends at Meddlesome, which is a comedy theater over in Golden Belt, have a Western North Carolina benefit that they're hosting. So I think folks should go out and check that out. And if you haven't checked out Meddlesome, you should absolutely look into their classes and their shows that they put on.
Okay, so some improv, and then...
Yep. And then I'm going to bed. That's Friday night. I'm done.
Cool. Next day.
Mom. So Saturday, I personally will be venturing to one of my favorite coffee shops, Perfect Lovers, which is on Roxborough. It's both a community space and a coffee shop, a space that has multiple purposes and holds a lot of capacity for our community.
I just was at an event there, just performed myself at an event there. It's a great space. So you got your coffee. What's next?
I was seeing that the Carolina Theater is doing the Studio Ghibli Festival, and the movie that's playing is The Wind Rises, and it's actually one that I've never seen. And I looked at it. It was a story about a boy who really wanted to learn how to fly but was born nearsighted, and so started designing planes instead, and just looks really beautiful.
Shout out to Carolina Theater, constantly showing the Miyazaki stuff, and Retro Film Festival. I saw Tron with my 11-year-old not too long ago, the 80s version of Tron. He loved it. What's next?
Amazing. So Saturday is also Small Business Saturday. So the counter to Black Friday is the Small Business Saturday. So I think I'm going to spend my day Saturday bopping around to places like Bright Black and Freeman's, which are right over here.
Yeah, I feel like lately there's a lot going on right around the Scrap in Lakewood.
Yep, we've also got Tigress down the street, a really sweet new clothing shop. So just going out and patroning our local businesses, catching up and buying things for the holidays, etc. And then I had on my list, I'm pretending like I don't have my children for this weekend. So I, on Saturday night, would go to Alley 26 and get $1.50 oysters and a martini, a very dirty martini.
Classic.
And then that would put me to bed.
I'll give a quick shout out to something that's happened to Fruit that night. I'm gonna shout it out mainly because it has a DJ with such an amazing name, Tennis Rodman. Really good, amazing DJ name. Great artist over at the Fruit. You can check that out as well.
Love. That'll be for the late night girlies. I will be in bed.
What's Sunday looking like?
The Nasher has a show called The Age of the Anthropocene right now, looking at all the impacts of climate change around the world, and a series of photographers examining that. And it's just a really beautiful show and really impactful. And for me, the work that we're doing at Scrap Exchange is SmashFest is deeply rooted in the community element of our work, but at the heart of our work is environmental advocacy also. So I like the overlay of being able to go and immerse myself in some art that's telling some of the same stories that we are.
So there you have it, going from actually loudly smashing and destroying things to a pensive climate change photo exhibit. I have actually seen that one. It's beautiful. Everyone should go check it out. The way the photos are integrated into space is amazing. What a wonderfully round, thematically unified weekend.
A roller coaster. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yours. Oh. Yeah! That was actually so satisfying. That was like really nice.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Want me to do a quick succession?
Okay. Later, Heather.
Bye. Thank you. Nice to see you.
Okay, so that's our episode. It's an experiment, and we need your feedback to make it as good as we can. So please send it to a friend in Durham, a visitor, someone who lives nearby. Find out what they think of it and tell us what you think. If you like it, we're going to try to make more and keep getting that local perspective on local events and locally owned businesses. Oh yeah, credits. I'm Saleem Reshamwala, occasionally Kid Ethnic, hosting and producing here, and the music you've heard throughout was made by Durham's own Nick Wallhauser, part of the Roundhouse Collective that you may have seen on shows around town. He also helped mix and edit this. And that's it. Thank you.